This is Minecraft Bedrock Edition, also known as Bug Rock.
What the? Yeah?
What?
Today, I'll be surviving 200 days in hardcore Minecraft Bug Rock Edition. I'll rebuild a better base, revamp my villager farm, and I'll attempt to beat the Wither, which might come with its consequences. Day 100 began, and I went straight to the cow farm. I then planned on building a barn for the cows because they were homeless. So I built a little house for them and started shoveling all the dirt until it's completely flat. So I started building the barn by placing some logs and some fences, build a roof, and then finished the roof. I then lured the cows with some wheat and put them inside the fences. I then lured some sheep in the barn and saw a suspicious fox. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but he's there. After I was finished with the barn, I started building the villager farm, and yeah, this is where I'm gonna put him. I then started digging down because I wanted to make a villager breeding farm under the ground for some reason, and I started building it, bring the villager in with a boat, and then I brought a second villager in and started filling some glass in for the roof and started placing some trap doors because I did not want them to escape. I also removed the ex-slave farm because that was just a big chunk of space that needs to be removed, and then find a random villager or baby villager just running around. What are you doing, man? How did you escape the chamber? What? And then put him inside of a boat and dig a hole so he does not escape. And yeah, put him inside the hole. And then he turns into a villager adult. And then make a fire contraption. And yeah, I can get rid of stuff from my inventory now. Let's go. I didn't give a job to the adult villager that was a kid like 3 minutes ago and give him a job. And then look at these two little villager buildings. I removed them completely. And I started building some building, I guess you want to call it. I don't want to spoil what it is, but just guess what it is, man. Okay, you could probably guess by now on what it is. It's a windmill, and it's not even complete. So I grabbed some wool from the sheep. I then fill it in with wool. Don't even look at the build because I'm just that cool. Look at the build. That's the build. Boom. Windmill. I then visit my breeding villagers to give them some bread, and this guy decides to eat all my bread. I then equip my elytra to head to the forest a lot quicker, and then mine some wood and trade it with the villagers. And I traded with this villager as well until I had a grand total of 40 emeralds. I then kept replacing this guy's job until I finally found... I eventually found looting 3. Yo, looting 3. I then grab a book from the house. And I buy a looting 3 book. Let's go. Straight to the anvil to upgrade my sword. And I get looting 3. Let's go. I then saw some comments from last video. And apparently you can use diamonds for netherite upgrades. Which I was not informed about. But I at least know now. So I went straight to the snow biome to look for a villager. And I get attacked by a polar bear. Okay, well, I'm gonna just run away from this guy. He then attacks me. I was not believing this guy was attacking me, so I pushed him off. And yeah, he kept chasing me, apparently. The sword was not enough, so I just went inside this igloo. And I broke this carpet, which led me to a little secret entrance. I got a golden apple off a chest and found 2 villagers side by side. So I let him out. He turned into a zombie villager. So I tried to give him a golden apple. Apparently, it doesn't work. I swear it used to work. And as I was leaving the igloo, I was met with a friend. I eventually escaped the polar bear and found this unemployed villager, so I gave him a job in hopes of leveling him up to masters, which lets me trade emeralds for name tags. I then went back to my base for books and went back to the village where I traded with the villager until he was fully maxed out of trades. I then spotted the polar bear, which tried to kill me earlier, and I guess we're friends now. I then went back to my base and found this Fletcher villager, which I haven't seen in years, so I put him in a boat and put him inside of my slave farm, and he is now one of my slaves in the slave farm. I then wanted to build a storage compartment, so I broke this wall inside my cave system. I put some chests down and then replaced the walls with some cobblestone and was finally finished. Put some of my stuff inside and put some of my cobblestone blocks inside the chest as well. I then traveled to a neighboring forest and used the diamond hoe to acquire golden apples way quicker in preparation for the wither. I also made a bunch of golden blocks in hopes of getting an enchanted golden apple, and for some reason it won't work. I then made some golden apples and had a grand total of 14 golden apples. I then went to the Nether in hopes of finding wither skeleton heads and flew straight to another fortress where I fought Jelly Monster, which had no chance against me. I then found a wither skeleton and on my first try get a wither head. or wither skeleton head, and then kill a lot more skeletons without any luck at all until I eventually get the final and last one, and I get jumped by 3 skeletons, and then I just fly out of there because I had no purpose of being in the Nether anymore. So I come back home and had 3 wither skulls, then had a hard time building some snow blocks, and eventually got it, and I had some snow blocks because I wanted to build some snowmen. I went straight to the pillager tower, and I carved all the pumpkins in preparation for snowmen. I made some iron blocks so I could have iron golems as backup, and went on Bing to search up how many golden apples is required, and apparently it's 10. Started going towards the pillager tower. Don't know why, it was not the best idea now that I think about it. I then started building an iron golem, and he did not want to spawn in. Why? And then I built some snowmen, built some more snowmen, grabbed some blocks as well because I had 0 blocks at this time. I didn't start building the wither because I was prepared at this point, right? Well, little did I know, I placed the snowman way too close. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Okay, he's kind of shooting something else. I don't know what he's shooting at. Iron Golem got hit. Why is this guy attacking my guy? Oh my god, no, 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 no. I think he's gonna explode in like a few seconds. Oh my god, I'm getting attacked by villagers now. Get away. Get away, please. Oh, I got hit. Oh my god. Yo, am I gonna die? Hello? Is this gonna go away? Oh, I can't bow him. Oh my god. GG. He exploded already, right? Please tell me he did. I think he did. GG, bro. I'm not only fighting... Oh, I'm not only fighting the wither, I'm fighting the pillagers as well. So I'm scared if I just somehow magically... Oh, yo, this pillager's followed me. Why am I still dying? I'm actually gonna die. I think I'm gonna fly out low-key. I think I'm glitched. Am I tripping or am I not glitched? But this guy is so OP. Why is he spinning like that? I don't like that. Away. Wait, I don't think... I think he can get hit by the arrows, right? Hello? Guess not. Oh my goodness. Yo, I think I'm gonna come back and prepare, bro. I'm not gonna lie. My heart is racing so bad. I then raked some leaves because I ran out of golden apples, and yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty close encounter. So I went back, I then prepared, I pre-gapped as well, and fought him again. Dying pretty quickly. Oh, did I do it? Oh my god, I think I did it. Let's go. Please tell me I did it. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, I got the Nether star. And after easily beating the wither, I went back home and looked at the Nether star. And then started looking on how to craft a beacon. And yeah, apparently that's how you make it. So I'm gonna try to get all those materials. So I'm gonna get glass first and finally make the beacon. I then crafted some golden blocks with some gold and did a 3x3 formation with a beacon on top, and that's the beacon. Wow, that is a pretty cool beacon. And then I gave it an emerald because that's what it needs apparently. So I grab it, boom, I have haste now. I went back to the snow, traded with the villager because I needed him to have a master level so I can get name tags. And then, oh my, I remember this. I actually forgot to place torches inside the chamber, and they unfortunately passed away to whatever they died to. I have no idea. But then I had some backup villagers, and then I gave them some bread because, you know, I've been trading with them and stuff. I then went back to the snow villager to check to see if he had any trades available, and he actually had some lanterns available, which actually is a life hack. And I bought some compasses with some emeralds and finally got name tags. Let's go. Then flew towards this village looking for emeralds, and I eventually found a villager that wanted a job. So he was looking for sticks. I gave him some sticks for emeralds. emeralds. And I got a lot of emeralds from him. Then went back home and made an ender chest. Let's go, ender chest. I can store my stuff in an ender chest now. Let's go. Stored my valuable items inside the ender chest. And yeah, that's all my valuable items. I then went down to the storage basement and made some cool design in the flooring in the basement for some reason. I don't know why. I was just completely bored. I then made a water fountain for some reason. And yeah, I put some lanterns around it because there was no light, and put the water on top of the water fountain because it's a water fountain. I then made some fencing around it for some reason. I don't know, it just looks more special, I guess, if there's a fence around it. I wanted to build something, so I grabbed a lot of materials for the build. I then started by making the base by placing 2 logs and then 4 logs all around so I could have an outline of the build. And the outline is, yeah, it's done pretty much. And I kind of want to build it a little bigger as well. And I make a water bucket clutch here. Casual. Make another one. Casual. I then grab some sand because I wanted to make some window designs on the building as well. Grab a lot of stone or a lot of cobblestone and make a lot of furnaces because I want it to smell very efficiently. So I placed a lot. Boom. There's a wall full of furnaces. I then placed the sand and some coal inside of all of them. I started filling in the walls, or the base, I guess you want to call it. I started filling it in with cobblestone, made some X design on each side. I didn't finish. It turned very night. And yeah, I finished one side. I then finished the other side as well and was starting to work on the front, and then was starting to do the roof because the roof is not done yet. I then filled some glass in and finally finished it. Well, sort of. I then built the roof as well because roof is important. I was almost done with the build and I only needed one side for it to be finished. Build up and find a green booger just trying to attack me. So yeah, and its green booger friend just comes out of nowhere. I don't know where they came from. Keep it a buck with you. And they almost blow my tower up. I kill them both. And after rudely being interrupted, I finally finished the tower. Yeah, tower. I was looking for magma cubes, or wait, what are they called? No, magma blocks, whatever you want to call them. I don't even know personally. But I wanted to build an elevator that goes up and down. So I made some elevator contraptions and put some water under because, yeah, that's how it works, right? Yeah, not really. That's not really how it works. Apparently, you got to do it one by one, which I'll just notice right now. Yep. I was like, wait, what? Why is it not working? And yeah, I finally realized that you have to place it one by one. So I grabbed some water buckets, finally finish it up. It took like 20 minutes to do, by the way. It took me so long, but then I eventually finished it. I then planned on building an XP farm, so I searched it up on YouTube, and apparently you need an armadillo. So I went to the savannah biome like 4 billion blocks away and caught 2 armadillos. Yeah, and I had them drowning while I was in the boat, and yeah, finally brought them home. I then safely tied them to a fence and yeah, left them there completely. I then traveled 1 billion blocks again. I don't know if you could see the top left, but it says negative 5,700. I grabbed some cactuses in the desert and watched a YouTube video, and this is apparently how you make the potion of infestation. It's apparently a part of the glitch, as you're about to see right now. Yep, silverfish are the XP. They're the source of the XP. I go to the Nether and go to a fortress and grab one of the ingredients for the pots, and I burn almost all of them. Yeah, I'm pretty dumb, but there was still a little more left, so I just grabbed the rest. Also grabbed the soul sand as well and started making the XP farm. It didn't look that hard to do, so I started doing it. Boom. I placed some cactuses, some trapdoors, some glass. I then got a name tag. Oh yeah, I had to name a zombie apparently. I don't know why this is useful in the glitch, but yeah, I got a zombie. I then put him inside a hole. Boom. Yep, he's now stuck there forever. And grab the 2 armadillos because they're a part of the XP glitch as well. And then bring them towards the thing, and yeah, bro, this happens to them. Are you serious? And this guy does not die. What? So you're telling me the other guy dies and the other one just lives? Okay, well, I went straight to another savannah biome 5,000 blocks away, and yeah, eventually made it home. It took me years to get here, but eventually got there. And I started drifting with the armadillo and brought him back. This time, him inside his shell, which is the mistake I made earlier. Then went downstairs in the brewing stand and placed some blaze powder. And I also placed some nether wart and 3 water bottles. Turned it into awkward potion. And then put some stone block on it, and I made potion of infestation. And then put some gunpowder and converted it into splash potions of infestation. I then splashed the potion inside the XP farm. Oh my god, my ears. And yeah, it looked like it worked. Okay, this is a little too loud. Oh my god, my ears. I then saw a hole inside the XP farm and went to check it out. And yeah, there was a ton of them outside. And at this point, I thought I died, because my HUD just completely disappeared. So I just killed all of them just by standing far enough until they can't hit me. And killed all of them and blocked the hole off. And yeah, I was done, right? I was completely done. I was free, right? No. Oh my god. What have I done? What have I done? There's an entire infestation in my village now, and I have to kill them all, which I did. It took me a very long time, but I eventually got it fixed. And Frank just starts to burn for some odd reason. I'm pretty sure the light just went down towards him. Oh, what the? I then had another problem with the XP farm, and yeah, I had to break this cobblestone because they kept digging down on the cobblestone. And yeah, they just started like swarming out. I then don't learn from my mistakes and do the same thing that I did earlier. And then they just all start following me like a horde of zombies, but it's just silverfishes instead. I then run to my doghouse and unsit all my dogs. I wasn't aware about them getting hurt. This is probably the biggest mistake I've done in this game. No, they're killing my dog. They're actually killing my dogs. What have I done, bro? They're killing the wolves. No, bro. And this is the aftermath of the silverfish attack infestation. This was completely my fault, and we'll try not doing that ever again. And then go back to the XP. Oh my god, the XP farm. And yeah, this is super loud, but it gives you a ton of XP. As you can see, I'm level 16. I was level 20 the clip before. And then unsit all my dogs because I was planning on moving them because I was not sure of their safety. Started building a new home for them because, yeah, that was a big attack on the dogs. So I then started digging and terraforming the area, of course. I then finished terraforming the area. I then make some chests and got to building, which I placed 2 logs. Started placing some pink blossom trees or whatever you call them. I have no idea. They're cool looking trees. And I then built a roof followed by the windows. Boom. Oh, I missed that. Boom. Oh, voice crack. I then built the flooring with some patterns of stone and wood. And yeah, I filled it in. I then built the roof of the house, and yeah, the roof was finally done. I then do some exterior designs, put some bushes around to add some life to the build, and place some torches this time because my house blew up last time. And I then place some ladders. I don't know why my roof is broken. I then wake up the next day by placing some pink trees around the base and start digging a path. Then fill it up with the classic strat, boom, and finally finish the path. Placed my bed down and went straight to sleep. I started building some lake in between some trees, which looked pretty cool. Oh, I accidentally. Oh, what the? What? Oh, okay. King Charles over here, okay. For that happening, I placed some fences around my base. I then placed some lanterns, some torches, and see a baby zombie get demolished by some alpacas. Then placed some water, and yeah, I start hoeing the entire area so I could place some seeds, and start placing some seeds, and get some bamboo, which I placed on the ground so I could grow. And then I grabbed some seeds and finally finished this seed farm. Or wheat farm. And then placed some sugarcane around the lake and was finally done. I wanted to build a doghouse, so I started by placing 2 logs and placed some staircases as walls. I then started placing some glass, and the house was sort of complete. The only thing I needed was some doors, so I placed the 2 doors down and was finally done. I flew towards this red tulip flower mountain, and yeah, I grabbed some flowers because I wanted some carpets. I then made it to red dye and made red carpets. I then placed it down on my main base, and yeah, it looks cool, I guess. It looks very, yeah, it looks like a castle pretty much. Then placed it on the doghouse as well. After finishing the doghouse, I went straight towards dogs and unsat almost all of them, or all of them. And yeah, I eventually got them all on sit and put them straight inside the doghouse. Yep, that's them coming in, marching in. And eventually they were all sat inside the doghouse. And placed a campfire down because campfire is cool in base. And some chairs as well, why not? I then started building the 100th build of the world, and yeah, I had this going. I then built some logs, started going up, and yeah, I was trying to build a tower or something, and wanted this block very bad for some reason, because I thought it'd add texture or whatever, and it kind of did. I then finished it, sort of, and yeah, this is how it looks like from the inside. Made the roof. Boom, that is the roof. I don't know why I made that so long. And the roof was finally complete. I then also started building a dock for some reason, because dock is cool. And yeah, I started placing some slabs for the flooring and some logs for the fences. Placed some trap doors for the roof. Made some docks, because yeah, it's a dock. And I then placed some lanterns, and it was finally complete. Yeah, I didn't show a lot of the building, but yeah, I then started building some bridge, which yeah, I mean, who doesn't like a bridge in their base? And I then started building it, boom, and started building the roof as well. After finishing with those builds, I decided to upgrade my trident. I don't know if I showed me getting a trident. I think that was in the last video. I don't remember, but I got it anyways, and had loyalty 3. Then I added some more pink trees to my base to add some life to it. And yeah, this is the montage of adding pink trees. It was finally complete. Honestly, I kind of liked it. Oh, there's still more to the montage. Okay, never mind. And it was finally done, and there was a zombie right there, which I probably killed, and placed some torches, followed by some street lights. And yeah, I had a lot of lighting to my base now, and I for some reason named 6 name tags Rocky for some reason. Eventually I turned them into the comments names. I then named one Nabu, named one Snowy, and named one Jason. And I can't forget about Rocky, because I named 6 of them Rocky. It was getting dark, so I ran to sleep and woke up on day 200. Hope you guys enjoyed these 200 days, and if you would like to see day 300, subscribe and like the video, and comment a dog name because you might get a dog. Anyways, I'll see you guys in day 300.